Well, hello again. Just kind of an update on the 90 gallon that spent some time putting together. Got it pretty much where I really wanted everything. It's got depth, dimension. This is a tank run on T5s. Right now, I'm running all ATI T5s, with the exception of one, which is a 65K daylight, which I'm running up front. I accidentally put that in and really like the effect that it gave. I'm still getting all the color that I want, but then it gave all this depth, very bright up front and depth towards the back. There's three blue plus. There's a Coral Plus, a True Authentic, and then the Daylight 6500 K all the way up front. So the power heads that I'm running are very inexpensive power heads. I'm running a total of four of them. I've got them situated in such a way with the return from the sump, which is up there, that I'm getting very random flow throughout the tank. You'll see that in the video, which I'm really happy with. So coral wise, this is my Polyathoa rock. These are all corals that I had in the 60 gallon, and when I put them in here, they just absolutely took off. And I've got some blue ones coming from Worldwide Coral I'm going to put on the backside, and I predict in a short period of time that rock's going to be pretty covered. The rock behind it has the leathers on it, the leather up top and kind of towards the middle. Then I'm going to butcher these names, but that's a Jason's Fox Parites that I'm really happy with. The one below it is a Lepto, and the one below that is an Austriopora, and I have another one of those in my tank that looks completely different, but I'll show you is pretty awesome. That one back there is a pink sapphire chalice. That's brand new from Worldwide Corals. And then below that is my Favia. I'm starting to make a Zoa garden rock here. And then above that are my frog spawn and hammers. The one on the right is a local fish store. That's actually a wall hammer. The one next to that is a frog spawn from Worldwide Coral. You'll recognize the second from the left. That's the very first, actually one of the very first corals I ever got. Frog spawn, that's from a local fish store. And the one on the far left is also from a local fish store. My bird's nest, starting up here, you'll recognize him. He was one of my very first corals also. That's a Worldwide Coral bird's nest. He was like $13. The little frag behind him up on that seashell, I was doing some work on the tank a couple weeks back, about a month back, and one of the arms off of this bird's nest here broke off. And I thought, well, I'll just glue him on a seashell and throw him up top and see what he's doing. He's over doubled in size. This bird's nest here is my newest acquisition, of course, from Worldwide Coral. And then up top, you can see my other bird's nests, which are just taking off and doing really well. There's another guy back there. Here's another angle on those birds' nests. I've got them staggered with a lot of space in between them because I'm expecting them to grow out pretty big. And then below that is a Goniopora. I'm told that they don't last that long, but the more studying I'm finding is the fact that everybody just assumes, not everybody, but a lot of people assume that they're just photosynthetic and they'll grab stuff out of the water column. I started feeding BRS Reef chili, and if I turn all my pumps off and spot feed, when there's no motion in the tank at all, you can actually see his hands or his fingers. As soon as they come in contact with something from the reef chili, he'll bring it to his mouth. It's really a fascinating thing to see. So I'll keep you updated on him if he survives more than the 6 months that most people say that he's supposed to survive. It may just be that they need to be fed a couple times a week. And then there's a Turbinera just behind him, or just below him. And then that little green one right in the center, that's an Alveopora. Those two, when they're sucked in and not out, look almost identical. Their skeleton structure is exactly the same. That is one of my colonies, zoa colonies, that I got from a local person that sells corals out of their garage. She used to own not own, but run a large coral store here, and she's now selling everything out of her house. It's a fascinating place. Sometime I hope to get video. And then let's take a look up here. We got a couple Montes, front and back, the red ones. And then that green one is a Hydrophoria, and I hope I'm not butchering the name up on that. Back there is another colony, a zoa colony I got from the same lady. And then as we move down, that is my Bower Banky, rhubarb, I guess is what he's called, rhubarb Bower Banky. He's real fun to feed. He's actually taken a pretty large shrimp that fell on him, and it was fun to watch him devour the whole thing. It took a while, but he did it. Here's another Monty down here. This is an Aussie Lord right there. He's pretty fluffy. This little plating coral here in front, I'm not sure the name of it. I just picked that up today. I'll show you what else I just picked up. It's my new pride and joy. That was from the lady that sells out of her garage. She said that under her LEDs, it's brown. It came out of a tank that had T5s in it, and it was a rainbow in color. So what I'm hoping is getting it back under, her hope also is getting it back under T5s. It'll color back up to its former glory. I'll keep you updated on that. Up here on top, that is another Hydranophoria, or however you say it. There's another zoa there, my waving hands. That green one was the one that I was telling you that was the same as the purple guy over here in the same family. And that is an Astreopora. He broke when I was trying to take him off of his frag plug, so I glued him down in two different places. That zoa right there again that colony came from my friend that sells out of a garage. And that is a Monty, and that one has really, really taken off, and he's about ready to come off of that rock. So it'll be interesting to see how he plates out. And then this is my newest acquisition. This is my first torch, and I think I'm going to have to relocate him. The water movement may be a little bit too heavy right here, but we'll see. He popped out within about 45 minutes to an hour after put him in the tank, and seems to be doing great. I wish you can see the true color of him. This is my purple candy cane right here. So you can kind of see that it's getting filled in.